Man open, here is Jones. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Now Carr again. This goes out wide for Drake. Touchdown Raiders. Kenyon Drake, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. Bouncing back nicely from that bad opening drive where he threw the interception. Drive number 2 leads him right down the field and into the end zone.
So obviously his confidence was never lost, and that's a good thing to see, great quality to have, and you absolutely must maintain that as a quarterback. But I have to think that they're probably still on the script that they prepared for this game. Just the second drive, they've worked on these plays all week in practice. Put them to good use on that one.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Taken in at the 3. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. Room to run at the 50. Still going inside the 30. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. I know a lot of special teams coaches, they just want to keep it away from him because that's what he can do.
And others have egos that their players can't keep up with. And they say, challenge him. Kick it to him. The way he runs, as fast as he is, I wouldn't challenge him at all. I'd do everything possible to keep it away.
He is just a blur when he gets a full head of steam, and he got a full head of steam there. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good, and that makes the score 14 to 7. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And we will not see an attempt to match that return touchdown as this will be a touchback and bring it out to the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A good gain on first, has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Here's Carr to throw. Flushed out right. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown! And most people think of Derek Carr kind of as a guy who excels throwing the short pass, but he can dial it up when need be. Carlson on for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Browns drive about to get started. We have witnessed touchdowns on back-to-back drives. We'll see if the offense can continue this uptick here.
And I know you're looking at me funny. You're wondering when I'm going to get upset watching these guys go up and down field, aren't you?
I wasn't looking at you. I got something in my eye.
That's the excuse that you always use for something like that. Listen, I appreciate good offensive football as much as the next person. When it's played well and is skillful, I'm with it. And right now, this is exciting.
Oh, the defender likes it. Play fake. Mayfield. Looking left side. That's caught by Landry. And he finally goes out of bounds across the opposite 40. The defense, they weren't fooled on that post route. They just couldn't make the play.
And the offense definitely tried to fool them because you saw the other route combinations, didn't you? Anything that they were running trying to draw attention away from the deep part of the field, but still had it covered, yet they were able to come up with a nice play.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8, Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 24-yard line. That'll move the sticks for the Browns, a gain of 12. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. That's Yannick Ngakoue with a sack.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield, and it's hauled in by Austin Hooper. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a 3rd down. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. Third and short yardage. Mayfield. Quickly into the hands of Beckham. And the Browns are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. They'll try to run with Hunt. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kareem Hunt taking it in from a yard out. And the Browns have moved out in front. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. That one good for 26 and a first down. And he'll look downfield for Waller. That's caught inside the 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Now Carr.
He'll find his tight end. That's Waller. And the Raiders are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. Here's Carr. This game not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two. And he finds Waller in the end zone for a Raider touchdown. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And we are tied here in the second quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they've got less than 30 seconds to go here, so not a lot of time to work with. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Handoff comes to Chubb. And a pretty good run, all things considered. Probably would have liked that in the first quarter instead of right now as the clock continues to run. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Mayfield to throw it. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a 1st down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
The return is Renfro. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. Eluding the pressure right. And he hits Drake. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. The Browns drive about to get started. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
4 yards remain for second down.
So the offense a little antsy. The flag comes out and a 5-yard penalty. The false start hurts him there a bit. Backs him up to 2nd and 9. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. 13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Mayfield to throw it this time.
That one tipped, and it's incomplete. Well, good hands there defensively at 2nd down.
So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Third quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Mayfield gives this one to Hunt.
And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That burst good for 20 and a first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 46. On 1st down, they go right back to Hunt. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Here's Mayfield.
Man open, that's Anthony Schwartz.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down. A give. This is Chubb. Powerful running. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 10 more there and another 1st down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. A carry here for Hunt.
And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second and 8.
Mayfield now.
He'll find Schwartz, complete right side.
Touchdown, Browns!
Anthony Schwartz.
A touchdown on a kick return and now one through the air.
And the Browns have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. This is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line.
Sione Takitaki. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23.
To throw his Carr. And he's got his big tight end here.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
And on third down, the Browns going to go with a nickel set. From the gun, it's Carr.
He'll look downfield for Waller.
And unable to connect, incomplete.
Well, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now Carr, got to have this one. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 4th down, no problem. 19 yards that time, and now it's 1st and 10. Flush to his right. Now on the run, he'll throw it back deep over the middle.
And this is incomplete. Oh, he looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Again, it's Carr. It's complete to Drake. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Shotgun now for Carr. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. It's caught at the 1.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs.
43 yards.
And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th.
Here we go now as we get set for a big 2-point conversion. Carr will look to throw. Oh, what a heck of an effort there as he'll make the diving catch. They didn't want the tie. They roll the dice and they take the lead.
That felt like a tone setter, didn't it? Forget tying the ball game and feeling like we're just hanging with you. We're going to go ahead and push it to a 1-point lead, and that just changes the complexion of the whole game.
Looking up into the lights, and he muffs it.
Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here.
And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
The Cleveland offense ready to go. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
And no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Now it's 2nd and 9. They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. Less than 2 minutes to play. Down to the wire we go in a 1-point game. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. Mayfield to throw. That one is caught by Hunt. And he is going to have a Browns 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The 3rd down conversion successful. A gain of 11. A run for Nick Chubb. And he's got some space here. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. On the ground, it's Chubb. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
I know they got a little yardage there, but I'm not sure their investment is right. They're still running the football, and I'm not sure there's enough time to continue to do that.
They go with Chubb on 2nd down. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
How many people are watching this one right here and gave up? Because that score, they might want to try and rush back into this stadium.
Yeah, what looks like is going to be the game-deciding score, although a little bit of time left, so you can't count your chicken. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out, and the Raiders pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. Taken at the goal line. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Critical condition here, obviously. Got to hope to get something quick right and then maybe take that shot deep.
And once they do take the big shot.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted.
Picked off by Greg Newsome.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position, to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
And the hands team for the Raiders able to secure it. A
big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that